Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. In this video, we're looking at the MLB picks for Thursday. As you can see, I'm coming at you from a different location. I'm actually on vacation right now in Florida, but I still brought my laptop with me. I wanted to make a couple of videos while I'm out here. Didn't get one out yesterday as I was traveling yesterday, but here for my birthday, which is today. So I'm going to spend some time in Florida. I'll be back on Monday, but I'll still get some videos out, hopefully, if I got some time, this in the mornings at least. So let's get started. As always, appreciate if you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll go through these quickly so you guys can get on with your day and I can kind of get on with my day. But let's get started. Looking at the pitching picks today, we have Walker Buehler as 10.5, Sean Manaea as 96. Those are the top two pitchers based on season statistics. Buehler is probably my favorite guy to target today. He's facing off against the Giants, who've been very good offensively. But Buehler's been just very consistent this year, doesn't give up very many runs, and he's one of the few pitchers that the Dodgers let go over 90 pitches, go over 100 pitches if he's pitching well. And at home, he's been great. He's been great in 3 meetings against the Giants this season, so I wouldn't expect anything too different from Walker Buehler tonight. The second pitcher I'm going with is Blake Snell. He's $7,800. Looking at this range, you're looking at like Chris Flexen, not a ton of upside. Alzolay, decent, but not a great ton of upside. Kim, not a ton of upside. Montgomery, tough matchup. Heaney's tough matchup for him. So I think Snell gets the best matchup going into Miami. Now, he's been awful on the road this year, but I think Petco matches up pretty similarly to this Miami ballpark. And it's just a matter of time before Blake Snell turns it around. I know this taking away the substance thing has affected a lot of pitchers. Probably affecting Blake Snell right now. But he's definitely still talented enough not to be giving up 7 earned runs in 3 innings. That was in course. I'll give him maybe a pass on that. But he's been struggling a bit on the season. At least the strikeouts are still massive with him. It's something that you don't really get with some other pitchers in this range. So for that reason, I got to consider going Blake Snell at only $7,800, matching up against the Marlins, who have a pretty low total today, coming in just 3.7. From an offensive perspective, looking at the Red Sox bats today, they're just in such a prime spot against Jordan Montgomery and this Yankees team. So I love the Red Sox today, and I like the Braves. Even though they're minus Acuna, minus some other hitters at the bottom of the order, I still think you can go Albies, Riley, look appealing. Arcia is just a value play in the outfield, and Swanson looks all right, and you can always play Freeman as part of your Atlanta stacks. So those are my favorite 2 stacks, and then if you wanted to mix and match, you can go with some Oakland A's. Don't mind going to some of them and going to some Twins potentially, and definitely some Rays. But going back to DraftKings here, I got to like Ozzie Albies a bunch. He's only $4,100 until Acuna, well, he's out for the season, but until they get a bit more healthy, a guy like Albies, Freeman, they're going to have to carry the team offensively. Albies is a great candidate to do that against lefties. He's always been good against lefties. This year's no different. 337 average, 6 bombs, and just 89 at-bats against lefties. He has a monstrous 303 ISO, only a 13% K rate against lefties. So you got to like him in Philly in a good ballpark to hit in against Matt Moore, who gives up a lot of runs and gives up a lot of damage. Third base, you have Austin Riley, who is only $4,400. He also is in a good spot. He's been very good recently, batting over 300 in his last 10. Batting average is up to 278. Still gives you a ton of pop. He's been very good at home. This one's on the road, but I still like this ballpark for hitting. It's probably better, a little bit better than the Atlanta park that he's used to. But Riley against a lefty and Matt Moore, who on the season hasn't really been anything good very, very often out of him. He has a over 5 ERA, 7 home runs in just 36 innings. 33 strikeouts is okay, but on the season he's gotten hit around a few times, and I don't mind getting to some of this Atlanta team. They've hit him around in the one start, gave up a 7.71 earned run, 2 home runs in 7 innings earlier this year. And then in the outfield, we'll look to some of these Red Sox bats that are a bit underpriced. So going with JD Martinez, who's only 44 against a lefty, makes really not a ton of sense. He's awesome against lefties. You already know all that stuff based on his history. This year, he's been good against lefties as well. He's only $4,400. He's been starting to heat up again. At home, he's batting .343, so a lot to like with JD Martinez at this discounted price. And then same thing goes for Kike Hernandez, who's been even hotter recently. He's only 38, batting leadoff against Montgomery on the season for him. He is batting 241, lower, but the last few games, 684 slugging in his last 10. He has, count them, 5 extra base hits in the last 2 games, so he's really heating up. And he's only really known for doing well against lefties, so that's why he bats leadoff here. Gotta like Kike and Martinez part of your Red Sox stacks. So that is it for the DraftKings side. Let's go over to the FanDuel picks. All right, on FanDuel, you can go Walker Buehler if you wanted to. He's 10-5. Or if you want to save some money, you can go to Blake Snell. I think Snell's going to have a good start tonight against the Marlins in Miami. He's only $7,500. He's probably my second favorite pitcher on the slate today, just based on the salary. Definitely on DraftKings. On FanDuel, I think if you wanted to pay up for bats, you can make it work going with Snell. And then allow you to pay up for the Red Sox bats and allow you to pay up a bit for the Atlanta bats, which is kind of what I like. Albies isn't overly expensive. Riley's still pretty affordable. Martinez, $4,000. And Kike has to be in your Red Sox stack. So kind of the approach on FanDuel. Still easy, so you can go up, get some Fernando Tatis at shortstop, maybe go with Ohtani in the outfield, and still feel good about the rest of your lineup. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Best of luck today, and I'll catch you all next time.